Okay guys, good morning. It is Tuesday, or the video is for Tuesday, February the 2nd. We're going to go over this is our reading instructional video. We're going to go over our amazing words that we did yesterday. We're going to go over our vocabulary words that we introduced yesterday. I hope you studied those last night after you got through with your assignments. And then we're going to introduce our skill for today. And we're going to move on to what we need to do as far as submitting stuff through Cami. Don't forget, in Cami, you'll have your Tuesday morning work assignment, and you'll have a skill practice sheet to do today. Okay, so this is our amazing words. First word is reflect. Say the word reflect. Now, do you see a prefix in this word? We talked about this yesterday. Yes, the re is your prefix, okay? And re means to do again. So when you reflect on something, you're thinking about it. You're thinking about it. Or another definition for reflect would be to, like your mirror reflects your image. It shows you the image in it. So a homophone there, reflect. Okay, the next word is microscopic. And microscopic, something very small that you need to see with a microscope. All right. Twilight. Twilight, remember we talked about twilight and another word being synonyms, and the word was dusk. And they both mean at the end of the day, at the beginning of the night. So twilight and dusk are synonyms. So those are our amazing words. Our vocabulary words. The first word is dim. Say the word dim. And dim is what? Dim is somewhat dark without much light. Like when we turn our lights off in here to see our smart board or our view board, then our room is dim. It's not dark, but it doesn't have much light in it. The next word is gas. And gas, to your definition, is a substance that is neither liquid nor solid and that has the ability to expand indefinitely. Now this type of gas, again, this is another homophone word. It means not the gas that goes in your car, because this definition says not liquid or solid. So this is the air we breathe, the oxygen, that could be gas. The carbon dioxide, which is bad gases. We have helium, that could be a gas. There's lots of gases around, okay? So gas is substance that is neither liquid nor solid, and it has the ability to expand. Your next word, there's our phonics word, our phonics letter. It's followed by an I, so we say j. Gigantic. Gigantic. Now, elephant is gigantic. It is huge. It is tall, and it's bulky. All right, the next word is ladle. Say the word ladle. And this is that large utensil your mom or grandparents or whoever cooks in your house uses to stir the pot. It's got a long handle on it so you don't get burnt. So it's a large spoon with a long handle. Ladle. The next word is patterns. This is an arrangement of designs. So patterns are an arrangement of designs. I have a pattern on my shirt again today. Yesterday I had a blue stripedy shirt that had patterns on it. This has the patterns of flowers on it. So patterns is anything that is an arrangement or design. Patterns. The next word is shine. We think about the sun shining. It gives off what? It gives off light. So shine. And temperature is what Miss Napper does every morning when y'all come in. Is where I check your temperature. And what am I checking? I'm checking for the heat or the coldness of your body. So the degree of heat or coldness, like you have temperature outside. Like this morning, it was 29 degrees. So that is a temperature. Okay, the next thing on your Sunday system, I'm sorry, not Sunday system, in your Reading Street website, which is your www.savvasrealize.com. Some of you have still not submitted not the first assignment. Those of you that have, great job. Hold on just a second, guys. Interruption with the phone. Sorry, interruptions always. All right, lost my train of thought. So these were the vocabulary words. Study them nightly. Your test will be when you come back to school on the 10th, I think is the date of the test. Our skill today is graphic sources and text structure. And this can be found in your, I was talking about the website for reading. This can be found in your reading website, and it'll be under day 1. It may have on Monday you're supposed to watch the concept video, so if you didn't do that yesterday, you need to go back in and do that today. Remember, your password and ID is located on that paper we put inside of your reading journal, or it's inside of your blue folder if you're in Miss Precise's room. That's how you get into the site, and then once you get in it, you click on assignments or my work, and then you go through and you do what, if it says get started, that means you haven't done anything on it, so you need to do those and complete those, especially if you haven't finished them from last story. But today should say concept skill video, or something to do with the skill. Something may say graphic sources or text structure, so look for that video to watch. And guys, sometimes you have 2 pages of assignments, because when I first put them up, it's so much, because you do so like 1 a day, and it's for 7 or 8 days that we're doing this. So make sure you're clicking the next page. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see page 2 or page 3, okay? And then you'll get to what you need, especially with the decodable readers and stuff like that. Whatever I put up first is usually on that last page. So make sure you're doing your assignments in the Savaz site. You know, Miss Napper calls it Savage because it's not a friendly site, but it's called Savaz Realize site. Okay, so on 442, I'm going to just pull you down and let you see mine, so you don't have to fight with looking at it, but you can go back over it if you need to. Our skill is graphic sources. A graphic source helps you understand information that is in the text and gives extra information. Maps, charts, illustrations, and captions make information easier to understand. Okay, and if we were here in class, we would use this and we would chart this to do this, but we're not here in class. Okay, so a graphic source is anything that holds information. It can be a chart, it can be an illustration, it can be a caption, it can be headings, like this is headings. So that would be considered a graphic source because it's broke up. Okay, your next skill, or your comprehension skill, also is text structure. And we talked about text structure before. Good readers look at the way information is organized or structured to help them understand what they read. Some selections are descriptions. Headings can help you know what is being described. Other structures are cause and effect, compare and contrast, question and answer. Okay, so this thing is called patterns in the sky. Constellations. It talks about long ago people looked up at the sky and noticed patterns in the stars. They gave these patterns names such as Libra and Pisces. Today we call those patterns constellations. Now notice how this arrow, it says, what does the photo show you that isn't in the text? Why is the caption needed? Well, this shows you the name of that particular star, and it's not in this. It says, well, it is, it's Libra. So this says this is the Libra constellation. Okay, the Big Dipper. The Big Dipper is a star pattern that has inspired many stories. The 7 stars of the Big Dipper are part of the constellation called Ursa Major. It is one of the most recognizable patterns in the sky. People have told stories about this group of stars for hundreds of years. All right, now we're going to look at our third title, which is other names. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 titles, and that breaks this into sections, which makes it a graphic source. Okay, we have constellations. We read about that. We have the Big Dipper. We just talked about the Big Dipper. Other names for stars. The strategy. Headings can help you figure out how the text is organized. What is this paragraph going to describe? Well, it's probably going to describe other names. It says other names, so it may be other names for the constellations, not just the main ones that people know. Many of the names of the constellations come from old stories. Hercules is named after a brave hero from a Greek story. Leo is named for a lion with skin so strong that no weapon could harm it. So these are 2 other ones, and the title is appropriate because it says other names. So these are 2 other names of constellations. Another title, where to find them. One reason that constellations were given names is for people to remember them. This helped people long ago understand how the movement of the earth was connected to seasons. So again, guys, graphic sources, when I think of graphic sources, I think of charts mainly. Charts that are visual. Well, this is a graphic source too. It is broken up into text by subject. So, I mean, it's broken into, it's organized into, according to the name of the text structure. So it's organized into describing what's only there. So the whole paragraph does talk about stars, but it doesn't just talk about Libra or Pisces, okay, or the Big Dipper. So it breaks it up so you can kind of comprehend it better if something is broken up like that. Okay, so if you get a chance, you can review this in your Savaz website, or you can just review this video with me and reread it this way. Okay, you're going to have a worksheet to complete, and it looks like this. Okay, it says graphic sources are sources of information such as maps, charts, and diagrams, illustrations, and photos. Graphic sources help us better understand the text we read. So you're going to read the passage, which is this, look at the graphic source, which is this, then answer the questions. Now, is it important to read this part too? Yes, absolutely. Anytime you see a picture with labels on it, you need to read everything. Well, in reading, I've always said to read everything anyway, because everything's important in reading. So you're going to read the passage, you're going to read the caption, you're going to read the labels, and then you're going to read your questions and answer this and submit it through Cami. Okay? That is your reading instruction for today, February the 2nd, Tuesday. Have a great day.